To sustain a level of excellence that still makes you relevant after 2 decades is something very special. Ryan Giggs was that and more. Ryan Giggs joined Manchester United on his 14th birthday in 1987. He retired 27 years later, the most decorated British player in history, after an extraordinary 1,027 appearances, 963 of those with Manchester United. Giggs remained at Old Trafford for his entire career and even stayed on as assistant manager until he finally severed ties in 2016. He was the rock of one of the biggest teams in world football and incredibly was still playing at the age of 40.
I don't really see myself as 14, I just see myself as a football player in a team, and I've always said I'm lucky because I'm playing with good players. Of course, you've got to keep yourself fit, no, I'm enjoying it more than ever.
The game has never seen anything like the longevity of the graceful midfielder who made his United senior debut at the age of 17. Giggs became the flag bearer for manager Alex Ferguson's famous class of '92. Instead of going to the transfer market, Ferguson invested in a group of youngsters from the club's academy, and they all ended up being superstars. David Beckham, Nicky Butt, Gary and Phil Neville, Paul Scholes and Giggs. Of all that bunch, he was the one they looked up to. He was the king, the man. The trophies flowed quickly, while the Welsh-born Giggs profile soared, with the teenager becoming the face of the new Premier League. He was a marketer's dream. His classical playing style, combined with an exquisite left foot, saw him capture the public's attention, who dubbed him Boy Wonder. Even former United greats like George Best were caught up in Giggs mania. One day they might even say, I was another Ryan Giggs. The milestones and records started to stack up as United went through a golden era, with Ferguson and Giggs leading the way. They collected an incredible 9 league titles and 4 FA Cups during that run, with Giggs replacing Gary Neville as captain as they sought a 5th against Chelsea in 2007.
Yeah, well, of course, with Gary not being available, then Ryan will be captain, and I think that does complete a remarkable season for the lad. 9 championships, and the contribution he's made to us is an amazing thing. He just seems to carry on in a fantastic course of looking after himself, and his fitness is amazing. So hopefully he's a very successful day on Saturday.
Unfortunately, they lost 1-0 on that day and surprisingly never got another chance during Giggs' reign. The only missing piece to the Giggs puzzle is on the international stage, given Wales didn't qualify for any major tournaments throughout his career. He played 64 times for Wales, but also got the chance to represent Great Britain, where he was captain of the team for the 2012 London Olympics. There was no slowing down as the finish line neared for Giggs, who made his 1,000th appearance in a sudden death Champions League game against Spanish giants Real Madrid in 2013.
I'm obviously proud of playing that many games. I think if you set out different goals at the beginning of your career, you want to get into the team, then you want to stay in the team, then you want to win things, and you never think that you're going to get to 1,000 games. So yeah, proud of what I've done.
In his final season, he was a playing assistant coach under David Moyes, and when the manager was sacked in 2014, Giggs took over on an interim basis. He remained as assistant manager under Louis van Gaal, but when he was replaced in 2016 by Jose Mourinho, the club's greatest player saw the writing on the wall. Giggs departed with a CV that will never be challenged. He is the only player in English history to play 900 games with a single club. Giggs is also the leading Premier League player on the all-time European Cup and Champions League appearance list, coming in 5th with 145. His 632 Premier League appearances are the most all-time, and he was the last active player to have appeared in every season of the competition, which started in 1992. The 2013-14 season was the first time in his career that he failed to register a Premier League goal, with his 109 goals in the English competition, the second all-time in United history. Giggs has won 34 trophies, which makes him the most decorated player in English football. His 13 Premier League titles means he alone has won more league titles than all but 3 English clubs: Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. He also won 2 Champions League titles, converting the winning penalty in United's shootout with Chelsea in the 2008 final. An extraordinary career for a player who defied logic, played at the highest level into his 5th decade, and made himself an immortal.